All right, please introduce yourself, state your name and DOC number for the record.
773.
Go back again, start over, I'm sorry.
Joshua Bibeau, 538-773.
All right, Joshua, my name is Brendan Kelsey, along with me is Ms. Pearl Wise, and Mr. Alvin Roche will be your panel. We'll ask you some questions today. You can respond at the end. You can make a statement, make a vote. You understand the process?
Yes, sir.
And I see you have, we'll have some people speak today. Ms. Michelle Bear in support, and Margaret Hay, Assistant DA. She'll be in opposition, but they can speak at the appropriate time. Joshua Bibeau, DOC number 538773. You're a third-class offender. Parole eligibility date 9/7/2022. Good time date 3/11/2033. Full term date 12/6/2033. 15-year sentence. Intimidate, impede, injury to witness, failure to notify sheriff's office. Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Would you answer Ms. Pearl Wise, please?
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
How's it going?
I'm doing all right. I'm fine being here. Talking to you.
Good. All right then. All right. Is this your first hearing? How many hearings have you had?
Yes, ma'am. It sure is.
All right. How long, call out for the record, how long you served on this 15-year sentence?
Almost 4 years, ma'am.
4 years of 15-year sentence. And you are a third offender. I look back at your record. You went to the impact program back in 2010. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you learn?
Learned how to march, hard work, PE, self-confidence. And just really, to be honest with you, a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because we had high hopes for the department had high hopes for the impact program. When we sent somebody through that, we wouldn't see them again. But nevertheless, here we are. And I saw that you was in work release back in 2011. You didn't do too well at work release, and what I'm looking at.
I was young. I was still hard-headed, ma'am.
Drugs? Was drugs a factor?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All righty. So what do you need? What do you need?
I have a bad drug problem, ma'am. My whole life, I've been doing drugs.
You said your whole life. What age you started using drugs?
I have to say about 11 and 12.
Okay. And what was that?
Marijuana. Started with marijuana. And then went to pain pills.
And then?
Cocaine. Heroin.
You just you tried it all.
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of treatment have you had?
Really, I've took treatments in prison, but I mean, it really wasn't working too well because mainly most of the places I've been, there's always been drugs and it was just hard to stay away from it. So relapse was just bound to happen.
Yeah, I didn't see a history of Blue Walters to Steve Hoyle in your transfer screen. So you've never been to those two places, have you?
No, ma'am, but I hear it's the same things.
Yeah. Well, and I hear otherwise.
Okay.
There are some people who go there and it's a turning point for their life. It's kind of a mindset of when you go in, what your focus is. But you know that though, you know that. You got 270 hours of programs. Call out for me the 3 programs you've taken that had an impact on you.
I'd have to say living in balance and pre-release, and most definitely anger management.
And what you learned?
I've learned self-control. I've learned respect and to most definitely walk away. If you cannot handle a situation, just walk away. It takes a bigger man to walk away from a situation than to stand there and fight
That's
or
so
argue.
True. That is so true. Good. That's good. But and we're looking at your disciplinary, you've had 3 5 high court write-ups for disobedience and defiance. So I'm glad to hear your thoughts there. You're gonna be turning the corner there on that.
Well,
Write-up. Go
that
ahead.
was when, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am.
Go ahead,
That
go
was when I first got here. And honestly, at that point in time, I thought at that point, I still had 15 years and my life was basically over. I was fresh in prison. And I was still hurting inside and emotionally. So I just say anything or do anything. And then I just realized with the help of my mother, my sister, and, you know, they tell me, son, just stay strong. You can do this. You can do this. And with their love and support, I just decided to change my life. And from that day forward, I haven't been really in any trouble.
And with that last write-up, when was it? I'm not looking at it right now.
I'm not exactly sure. I'd say the end of 19 or the beginning of 20.
Oh, okay. Okay, but you don't remember.
I'm not positive. I haven't had a write-up in so long, ma'am, and I'm proud of myself. I just trying to do right.
And you should be. I'm proud of you too. I'm proud of you because you can focus on other things when you're not getting write-up. You have more opportunity when you're not getting write-up. So you should be proud of yourself. And I do want to put on the record that you do have law enforcement opposition. The judge is unopposed. The judge is opposed. The sheriff's office opposed, and the DA will be hearing from their office in a little while. And I do want to state for the record that your victim is unopposed. And I just think it's important that you know that. But tell me a little bit about this crime. You got a question?
Ma'am? Yes, ma'am. What does that mean? Unopposed?
Unopposed, that they are not against you getting out early.
Oh, okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Opposed means they are against you getting out early. Unopposed means that they're not against you getting out early. Not that she want to have coffee with you, but she's not. Whatever the board decides, she'll be okay with it.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us about that crime.
I was on drugs. My girlfriend was on drugs at the time. I was high. I took some sugar and I took my aunt's vehicle and I went to the apartment complex and I put sugar in the gas tank of my vehicle. The neighbor seen me do it, called the police. Stephanie asked me if I did it because the neighbor called the police. When I said no, because I was on drugs and because of my previous history with ex-girlfriends, I lied to her and I told her, I said, no, I didn't do it. She's like, okay, well, I'm going to tell the police that I'm going to press charges. I said, okay, we'll do that. She pressed charges and then I winded up on the run because the police went to my aunt's house looking for me. And that's how it basically happened.
So tell me why you put sugar in your girlfriend's.
Being stupid, just being stupid, thinking that, okay, we're fighting, you just taking my vehicle, I'm high, you know, not thinking right. And it just happened.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's all I had. Thank you for answering my question. That's all I had, Jim.
Board, you have any?
I'm so sorry.
Yes, sir, Mr. Kelsey. You know, he's taken a couple of classes. You know, he had an extensive drug history. You know, I believe he would benefit from some more drug counseling. He's come a long way. He's doing a little better in the last couple of years. But you know, I noticed that he doesn't have his GED. I'd like to see something done with that. You know, as we all know, education helps tremendously. But he has come a long way in the last couple of years, doing a lot better.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right, now we'll hear from Ms. Michelle.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and make a brief statement.
I couldn't hear you, Wade.
Go ahead and make a brief statement.
Yeah, that's my
Hi,
mother.
I'm Joshua's mom, and I just want y'all to know I am very proud of him. He has come a long way. He has had a serious drug problem, and it has interfered a lot with his life. And I think that he will do better. And, like I said, I am very proud of him.
All right, thank you so much for your comment.
Thank
Now we're
you,
here.
sir.
Assistant DA, Ms. Margaret Hay.
Good morning.
Morning.
Margaret Hay on behalf of the Jefferson Parish District Attorney's Office. In any event, I just would like to bring out that there is obviously an extensive criminal history here, poor record on probation, poor record on work release. And I think that there's been some disciplinaries, 3 in 2020, one of which was selling mojo papers to other inmates, and 2 in 2019. There was some reference earlier to none of the drug treatment that Mr. Bibeau has participated in while incarcerated has been successful. I think that Stephen Hoyle should be completed before any release is considered. Also, he has not completed his GED. I also would like to bring to the attention of the board that while the victim is not opposed, we did have an opportunity to speak to the victim, and the victim is concerned about his residence plan, because his residence plan would be returning to his mother, which is where he has been involved in a lot of his problems to begin with, as far as drug offenses are concerned. So the state would oppose and request that it be denied at this time.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Josh, would you like to make a statement on your behalf?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
To my family, to my friends, to my girlfriend, I just want to say with all my heart, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry for my actions and my stupidity. I can't take back what I've done, but I can sure try to make up for it. And I love y'all. And no matter what the decision is, I just want y'all to know I'm going to stay strong, and I'm still going to try. I love y'all. And I just wanted to thank y'all for giving me the opportunity and a chance to be here.
All right, thank you so much. Have a fair to vote?
Yes, yes.
Ms. Wise.
I appreciate those words, Joshua. Not today for me, but I do believe your day is coming.
Yes, ma'am.
But due to a history of violence since age 17, you have a moderate tiger, a need for a trade, a high set, there's more programs. My vote is to deny. Like you said, continue to work hard. Keep your head up, continue to work hard.
All right, Mr. Ruchet.
Good morning, Joshua.
Morning.
Joshua, you have a lot of work. You have a lot of things to overcome. You have opposition from the judge, adamant opposition from the DA's office in Jefferson Parish, law enforcement opposition. You don't have a GED. You have a terrible supervision history. Revoked in 2010, 2012, 2014, and 2015. You're violent. You have a moderate risk assessment score. All of these things are counting against you. So you have to do something very extraordinary in your incarceration to overcome all of this bad luggage. There's nothing you can do about it now. But the day forward, try to involve yourself in as much community service, programs, or any positive thing that what Ma has you to do. So next time, you have some very positive things to put on the other side of the scale so you can balance it out, and maybe next time it'll be a different story. But this time, I'm going to deny your request.
Sir.
All right, you have 2 votes to deny. I'm also going to vote to deny your parole for the same reasons as stated. 3 votes to deny. Today your parole's been denied. Good luck to you.
Thank you. This is your first time going.
We can't hear them, but figured if we watch, because they put it on mute. It's nice to see. It's really nice to see. Look at the warden talking it out with them, showing complete respect. I love seeing that. It says a lot when you watch people when they
Also going to vote to deny your.
they are being watched. This to me seemed pretty clear. I don't argue. I agree with it simply on the fact that he's only served 4 years and a 15-year sentence, and he hasn't had a write-up in I guess nearly 3 years, but the request that the DA asked for and everything else, it's just earning his stripes, and I'm sure he'll be out on his next parole probably within 2 years. And you're doing it for him. You want him to really make sure that he gets everything under control so that he doesn't come back. I was impressed by his interview. I thought he interviewed really well. He's well spoken. He sounds intelligent. Just really, what can you do when you start up at 11 years old, doing drugs, man. And he was honest, which was great. I'm rooting for him, and I don't know. It was interesting. He got sentenced to hard labor, and it's like, well, what did he do? Well, we learned how to march, hard work, PE, self-confidence, which is, something we can easily forget about. But if you grow up without a father figure and you're just on drugs, you have all these insecurities. So, just getting somewhere and having structure and being good at whatever it is you're doing, PE and marching and hard work, maybe it can build self-confidence. And then he said and he ended with and a lot of hard work. And it's good to hear these things, right? Because someone might impulsively say, you got sentenced to hard labor, and what is this, country we're in that we're doing that? But if on the flip side, you hear people that say that, well, I actually benefit a lot from this. If you're at a young age, you can physically do it. And then, really, I like to see them learning skills, though. And I have seen people who were sentenced to hard labor, but it involved learning how to weld, or it involved learning how to drive tractors and things like that. So, it's not as there's more information in what's it called? Devil's in the detail also. But yeah, it would have been nice to see if he would have gotten, did I miss it? Like, some more life skills like welding certificates or something like that, because he's going to get out and he's going to need a job. 15-year sentence. And really this one was so he was habitual offender, but intimidating a witness. We just saw an intimidating witness case where the person got, I think, 60 years. But yeah, I'll hear your thoughts, and with that, I will let you go.